Hello all, this is Brainy Twin Gemini, and I'm going to give you a reading for Sunday, September the 1st. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing my channel. I'm not going to be showing my face anymore. I just did it for the first couple of videos. I may make like an appearance once a month, but I just want to keep my animosity. So I'm going to get started right away. I've kind of just put on the table the decks that I use. And whatever kind of energy that resonates with me for that particular day is the deck that I actually choose. I do want to say that I do offer free readings, 1-3 card spread for the DM or DF's present energy, their present message to one another, and the current energy, like the present, like what is kind of going on collectively with each other. So because this is a twin flame fated connection, I always use the Twin Flame Oracle here, and this is the deck, and it's from Psychic Star, and I'm just going to get started. So I'm feeling, and what I have been feeling for the last several weeks, is that the DM is going through a major awakening, and but they seem to have quietened down this weekend. I feel like a sense of calmness. I don't feel like they're going through all of this turmoil. I feel like a lot of them are coming to terms with their inner childhood wounds, any third-party issues. A lot of them are abolishing them, and they're actually walking away. That's the energy I feel. I just want to let the viewers know that primarily I channel everything through my journal here. I just use the cards strictly for visual, because I don't want to just read out of my journal, and the cards just simply resonate with what my journal has. One of these days I will probably read my journal before I do the cards, so you can truly see how bizarre this is. I've been given a gift, and I want to share my gift with all of you, and I'm pretty blunt. I feel like I channel this energy with the help of my parents. They're my guardian angels. And I just do also want to say that a lot of what I do is very religious based. It is spiritual as well, but I base everything on my religion, and I call this more a fated connection, soulmate connection, because I've tried to research the twin flame phenomenon, and I'm not satisfied with all the research that I've gathered. Not to say that it doesn't exist. I just think this is more a fated connection. I think that God had his hand in this connection, and he came to you at a point where he wanted you to meet this fated connection. So I'm going to get started. I primarily always channel the divine masculine energy. I'm not sure why. I just seem to. And another thing is I always let the cards flip. I do 3 spreads. One is the current DM's energy. What does a DM want to say to you? And what is the present current energy? Like, what is the outcome presently today? I don't do any future readings, and I don't tell you if, this is your true twin flame or not. I can try and help you to identify, but I can say that there's a lot of healthy obsessions out there, because this is a truly unique connection. And I like I said, I let the cards fall. I do not pick. Sometimes it takes a while. And it has to be 1 card or 4 cards, because I do 4 cards. So I'm very, very, not superstitious, but I'm extremely picky. 2 cards, sorry guys, that's just the way it is. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I feel like they've almost they're like in a little bit of a hermit mode. Okay, so this is the current energy, and as I said, the DMs have been going through a major awakening in the last month, or last couple of months, and after this awakening there's a rebirth. So they're rebirthing, and that's exactly what I had just said. They're coming out of whatever they need to come out of. Some of them may be marriages, some of them may be addictions, some of them may be family, religion, whatever it is. They're rebirthing right now. Part of the rebirthing is healing. So that's another very strong energy I'm channeling right now. A lot of them are healing right now. Some of these third-party issues that they have, you know, they need to heal. And part of the journey is healing as well. The journey forces us to heal. And that's what this journey is all about. It forces us to look at things that we don't want to look at and heal ourselves. A lot of it stems from our childhood. We have inner childhood wounds that come to the surface when you actually meet this fated connection or twin flame soulmate, whatever you want to call it. Spring. Now, I look at this card spring in two different ways. I look at it as flowers blossoming. Right, you see flowers here. I always have flowers. Flowers are very good. But I see it as flowers blossoming. And when the flowers blossom, so does the stuff in your life blossom as well. So I don't necessarily mean that you're going to have unity or reconciliation in the spring. I look at it as an abundance of flowers. I look at it as abundance. Everything is flourishing. Everything flourishes in the spring. So this particular DM is flourishing right now. The flowers are growing. You know, he's just flourishing right now. Obviously, everything I do on this particular channel, the DM and the DF are in separation, always. If there's contact, then you're not in separation. And everything I do specifically is in separation. So right now, he's, you know, coming to terms with the separation. And that's basically what I can say. I do the overall energy, and it's just basically what's at the bottom of the deck. And he definitely knows that you're his divine feminine, okay? There's no question about it. The rebirth, the healing, him flourishing or abundance, he absolutely knows without a doubt that you're his DF, okay? So that's his current energy right now. I'm going to cut the deck, and I'm going to give you if you could say anything to you right now, what would he say to you? Okay? Guardian angels, 4 cards, please. And what would the DM like to say? Can't get any more clear than that. Oh, that one didn't fall. Sorry, I'm just extremely anal. Two more cards, Guardian Angels, please. 2 more cards. Thank you very much. It's crazy how these cards work, you know? So, again, you can see them. I don't know if you can see them. I just got this new tripod for my phone, but I will show them to you. So, again, he or she, it doesn't matter. I always say he because divine masculine is masculine energy, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's male. What it means is where you are in the journey. And from the research that I have read, the runner is the DM and the chaser is the DF. So when I use he, I don't necessarily mean he. It's just masculine energy, okay? So this DM is healing. He's healing from past wounds. He's healing from third-party connections. He is in healing mode, which is really, really good because you need to heal and you need to be whole. And healing is part of the journey. So they're healing, which is a great thing. And they want you to know that they're healing, okay? They also want to know that they're letting go. So they're letting go of anything that doesn't serve them in their life. This also could mean that they're asking you to let go as well, because maybe some of you are obsessing over this connection. And obsession is not good. It's a block in the connection as well. So they could be telling you, if you are obsessing, to let go, but they are letting go of things that don't serve them in their life anymore. they want to let you know that this is true love, and they know that this is true love. And, you know, some of you may be questioning it, but they want to let you know that this is true, unconditional, raw, pure love. Okay? And infinity possibilities. So basically there's an infinite amount of possibilities like in this connection. They see, you know, what the future looks like and what the possibilities are. They want you to know that there's infinite possibilities, okay? And again, the overall energy, or what he wants to say, he or she, sorry, the DM just is acknowledging that you're in separation. And again, this is just, my particular channel is for DMs and DFs that are in complete separation, okay? Not talking, not texting, not anything, complete separation, okay? So that's his message to you. Now I'm going to do the overall energy, or the present outcome, like what is going on collectively now for the two of you. And it really depends on, like I channel both energies, but like I said, primarily the DM. But I know which one kind of pertains to the DF and the DM. So we'll get 4 cards here again, what the present energy is. 3. With the spring card again. Like I said, it's crazy how these flip. In spring, I feel like it's like flourishment. Like in the spring, everything flourishes. Well, at least in Canada. I live in Canada, so everything flourishes in the spring. Okay, so here's the cards here. And this is exactly what I wrote in my journal today, this morning. Intuition. So when you evolve throughout this journey, you have a sense of intuition. And I look at this 2 ways. Some people don't know if this is really a fated connection. And what I always say, and what I will always say, is follow your intuition. Your intuition is seldomly wrong. So if you feel that this is a fated connection, and you just follow your intuition. Your intuition is usually always right. Okay? Again, we have the spring card, and again, to me, this is just like flourishing, flourishing as a person, flourishing abundance. Everything flourishes in the spring. Like I said, here in Canada, it does anyway. This is extremely important, and this is a great card, because part of this journey is self-love. And we all have to learn how to love ourselves unconditionally. And self-love is very important. So both of you are in the process of self-love. And you have to love yourself in order for others to love you. And you just become a magnet for love when you love yourself. But self-love is one of the most important elements of this journey. So both of you are loving yourself. And as part of, you know, the evolution of the journey, victory is obviously always the outcome. So it depends on what your definition of victory is. My perception of it is if you truly love yourself unconditionally, and you've healed all your wounds within, to me that in itself is a victory, because you're a better person because of it. But if you want union and reconciliation as the final outcome, then that's victorious as well. It just depends. Like, being a better person at the end of all of this is victorious in my opinion. Okay? It depends on the way you look at it, right? And then lastly, ego. So what I'm feeling here is there is ego deaths going on. Because of this awakening that's been happening with the DMs for the last several months, they're finally going through an ego death. And an ego death is basically they're not afraid. You know, a lot of them were like in terror. And a lot of them were in terror because of the way they hurt you. And, you know, their ego, you know, fear is part of your ego. So letting go of that fear, letting go of the regrets, letting go of the self-worth. I have a lot of self-worth issues in these particular DMs, the energy that I channel. They feel that they're not good enough for you, that you're too good for them. So all of this is dying, and this is great, you know, because they have to go through this ego death. It's part of the journey. Okay, so I'm done with this particular deck, and I'm going to move on to the second deck by Psychic Star, and these are actual messages. Okay, so what I generally do with these cards is I let 8 cards fall, and this is basically what your DM wants to say to you at this moment. Everything I do is in the present. Time is irrelevant. This may or may not resonate with you at this time, but every day the energy, you know, it's no 2 days are the same. So if it doesn't resonate with you today, it may resonate with you tomorrow. And I just ask that, you know, you just, well, this isn't working for me, so I'm not going to watch it anymore. Just tune in and just see, you know, what tomorrow brings. You know, we live in the present now anyway. We don't live in the future, and we don't live in the past. We live in the now, right? Okay. I don't know if I got these. I'll do it again. Okay, Guardian Angels, can I have 8 messages, please? Cards. Two more. And then I'll show you the cards. I don't know how good you can see them, but I'll show you when I'm done. Please, sorry, sometimes it takes a while, folks, but I really have to let the cards fall out on their own. 2. 1 more. Guardian Angels, 1 more card, please. What does the DM want to say? There we go. Oh, that's too, sorry, I only need 1 more. Oh, goodness. 1 card, please. 1. There we go. Okay. So, let's start at the beginning of this. Oh, so uncomfortable. I'm sitting on the floor. So, they wanted to let you know that it's hard for them too. Okay? Just as much as it is hard for you, it's hard for them too. The journey is difficult for both. It doesn't matter whether you're a runner, you're a chaser, whatever you are. It's still difficult for both. I'm trying not to lose faith. Okay, so they're not losing faith in this connection at all, and they're just letting you know that they're trying not to lose faith. So the other message is I dream of you. So they're dreaming of you, and they could be dreaming of you in, you know, they're unconscious while they're sleeping, or they just dream of you, period. I feel that they're actually dreaming of you, though, at night when they're sleeping. A lot of them are scared, right? Because it's too risky. And I think a lot of it has to do with some third-party issues. And primarily the energy that I channel is, right now, it has to do with family and friends. And I feel like the family and friends either are not supportive, or they're just trying to protect you from their family and friends. But I don't know, I'm just channeling friends. Like, friends are, you know, they're toxic, and I don't know, they're just toxic. And now I'm the bad guy. So what I feel for this is a lot of the DFs have been just blocking the DMs because they're fed up. They're totally fed up with them. They're tired of the silence, the ghosting, whatever is going on. They're not happy. And he's well, the DM is basically saying, well, now I am the bad guy. Well, you know, I have no words for that. They do love you to the moon and back. So don't question the love. Like, a lot of this journey is, the separation is necessary because it's not the right time. The way I look at it is, if you've got wounds that you need to heal, and there's some of you are there that are saying, oh, I'm perfect, I don't need to heal anything. Well, if you were perfect and you didn't need to heal anything, then you wouldn't be in separation right now. So you need to dig deep and you need to figure out what it is. It could be anything that is not like serving you. You could have, you know, toxic people in your life. You could have negative things in your life that you're not dealing with, or perpetuating the same cycles and just not learning your lessons. Okay? I feel your love around me constantly. So wherever they are, they feel your love. And with this journey, this love just does not go away. You can try and block it. You can try and do whatever you want, but it just doesn't work. It just always surfaces. It always rises up. So they feel your love constantly, and vice versa. Like, it works both ways. Basically, what I just said, cutting out the fake people out of my life, and I feel that some of these DMs have some very toxic people in their life. It could be family, it could be friends, but I'm primarily channeling friends. Like, there's very toxic friends in their life. And I see other people in you. So they're looking at people and, you know, they're like, oh, they remind me of my DF. Oh, they're looking at their hair color. They're looking at their eyes. They're looking at whatever. And as much as they want to, you know, sometimes escape these people that look like you, is just kind of telling them, yeah, they're there always. Okay, now what I do is I do 4 cards, and that's basically what is in their heart. So what is in their heart and what do they want to say? And that's always now, right? This is everything I channel as in right now. So 4 cards, please. And this is what's in their current heart space. Too many. It's just crazy how the cards flip. Like, it's just a repetitive message. Pretty much right from the very beginning. The energy is always the same. A different deck, same meaning. It's just crazy. 2 more cards, please. Okay, so the first one is, I can't wait to love you. So they're just waiting and they just cannot wait. You know, this is such a nice card. Can't get any more clear than this. They're cutting like fake people out of their life. So it's in, I know it's in their heart space, but it's currently what's in their heart, right? They're saying, I need to cut these fake people out of my life in order for me to move forward in this journey. It's necessary. You just have to. I feel like I'm obsessing over you, right? So some of them are, they're thinking of you constantly, and some of them are even wondering if you've moved on with, you know, somebody else, and they're obsessing, right? And sometimes, I don't know, it's healthy or unhealthy. What I will say is that when the DF or DM is like obsessing, the other, if you're very connected, the other person can feel the obsessing. What I would generally say is stop obsessing. Put your big boy pants on and, you know, rise up and do what you need to do. Negative thoughts get us nowhere. So basically, there has been some negative energy with the DF. I'm not going to lie. You know, they're fed up, they're pissed off, they're tired of this shit. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's normal to be pissed off. Okay? Like, if you haven't spoke to someone for several months and they're just completely ghosting you, it is a natural reaction to be upset. But don't put it out into the universe. Because if you put it out into the universe, it's just going to come back at you, right? Just know that this is a journey of self-discovery, self-love, and just be patient. You know, a lot of this has to do with a lot of patience as well. Like, that's what I feel sometimes that this is all about. Like, it's just, you're just testing your patience. Okay, and today I'm gonna do some of the energy oracle cards, because I just have a feel for that. So, and basically I'm just going to do again the current energy of the DM. This is, you know, just a different pictorial view. Victory, just, it's crazy. We have victory in the other deck. 10 cards. Another really thing that I'm feeling a lot with the DMs lately is like they're anxious, very, very anxious. And I think that is because they're anxious because they hurt you and they have anxiety over it. Most of them did not want to hurt you, right? It's not intentional, it's necessary. That's what you have to understand. So again, this is their current energy, okay? All right, so this is their current energy, and I'm still kind of learning about all the chakras, but I do know that the 7th chakra is, well, there is 7 of them, and the 7th chakra is the crown chakra. The crown chakra is all about intuition, spirituality, just the deep knowing, and just almost like, I don't know, you know, you can speak telepathically. It's, you know, it's very, very, very good. So as I said, they've been going through an awakening, right? And the crown chakra is like the crown. It's the top of your head. So this is the last chakra, right? So it starts at the base of your spine and it kind of works up your body. Just Google it, you'll understand like the chakras. Victory, we had this card before. In the end, you know, everything will be victorious. There's appreciation. So the way I look at it, at this particular energy with the DM, is they're starting to appreciate. They're starting to appreciate you. They're starting to appreciate the journey. They're just starting to appreciate life. They've been in such a bad place in the last several weeks, like so bad. But they're coming out of it, right? And this is what the storm warning card is right here. It's just like the storm, it's a warning, but it's like, to me, they're coming out of the storm, right? They're finally coming out of all of this, like just bad energy they've had, just really, really bad. And if you're truly connected, you can feel that energy. You can feel that bad energy. Okay, and then the 5th chakra again is it's like the throat chakra, and the throat chakra is the truth. Like it's the truth. Like you're coming to the truth with things. You're speaking the truth. You know, if there's negative people, you're telling them to go away. Like, this is your truth. This is your inner truth. Okay, so that's good. Really, really, really good for the DM. Excellent. Because they're speaking the truth now. You know, a lot of them have been lying. Not lying, but they haven't really told you how they feel. But they're ready now. Like, they're ready to tell you. They're ready to come to you. I feel some of them are coming within the next month or week or days. I feel they're very, very close. Some of them are very, very close to coming. Also communication, right? So that throat chakra. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, if they can say something to you, what would they say? What's going on with them and what do they want you to know? I don't know if they've got way too many cards. Okay, guardian angels, 4 cards, please. It's crazy. So there's going to be victory here. 3 cards, please. Guardian angels, 3 cards, please. Can't get any more obvious than this. Like, this is like so crazy. Too many. 2 more. Guardian angels, 2 more, please. 2 more. Whoa. So, okay. 2 more, please. Sorry, folks, it just takes time. I feel if they don't fall out, then the 7th chakra again. It's just crazy. Okay. So this is the message for you, okay? And once we're done, I'll explain it a little bit more. Because the way they fall too sometimes is like, is not a story, but the way the energy works. It's the sequence of the cards. Oh, 1 more card, please. 2. Sorry. I'm stubborn today. Oh boy. Okay, 1 card, please. Guardian angels. Losing my patience here. Never takes this long. Better be a good card then. 1 card, please. While I'm waiting for this card to fall, don't forget I do offer free 3 card, whatever you want, and yeah, just send me an email. I'll put all my information in the bottom. Okay, so again, there's victory here. So whoever's watching and this particular energy, there's going to be victory with this connection really, really soon, very soon. I keep getting autumn. I've been getting summer and autumn is like September 22nd, and so it's between summer and autumn. So between now and autumn, walking away. So they're telling you they're walking away. They're walking away from the things that do not serve them. They want you to know that their crown chakra is opening up. So they're aware of like the intuition, the 5D, the telepath communication, everything is going on. They hear you. And angel of love. So they want to tell you that you're their angel of love. They view you as an angel. They view you as a goddess, a princess. They are just you are just so angelic to them, and that you're just the angel of love. You're perfect in their eyes, so you can do nothing wrong. The overall energy here is envy. Okay, and this is because they're envious of you. You've done so much work, DF, and they know that you've done the work, and they know that, and they're envious. And it's just natural because the DFs are always further ahead than the DMs. So they're envious, you know, of everything that you're doing. Not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, and the last one I'm going to do for today is just the overall energy in this connection. Where are we right now? What's the outcome? What's the present outcome as of now? And again, 4 cards, please, guardian angels. 4 cards, please. Dang, these cards are stubborn today. but it's necessary sometimes. These chakras are opening up. One card, please. Guardian Angels. One card. Too many. That's a nice card, though. And I will tell you that if you do send me an email, like, this is a gift. So wherever you are in the journey, I'll be able to depict where you are just by asking you a few questions. Because everybody's different. Everybody's not on the same journey at the same time. This is other energy that I'm channeling as well. It's crazy. So if you look at this card, Goddess of the Moon, I was just basically saying in the last 4 cards that there's 2 things here. Excuse me, sorry. The DM views you as a goddess. But the Goddess of the Moon represents, like, intuition, knowledge, like telepathic, 5D communication. That is basically the most intuitive card in the deck. One of the most intuitive cards. When you get this card, it means like you're very, very in touch with your intuition. You almost have a gift. You know, some of you may have a gift and you don't even realize that you have a gift, right? You're like, you could be like a light worker. You could be a person that has very strong intuition, and you should be doing the same thing. Okay? The second chakra, again, this just indicates to me that the second, the chakras are opening up overall. You know, it could be, depending on where you're in the journey, it could be the DF where they're going through, an awakening. And an awakening is essentially opens up your chakras, right? It gets rid of I say toxic energy in your system. It's like a poison, right? And it just kind of goes all through all up through your body, and you just release that poison from your body. That's what it is. And there's the first chakra. So again, this could signify that the DMs are just starting to go through their awakening, right? And they're just starting the awakening process. I've been through an awakening. And to be quite honest, it's not the greatest thing, especially if you're forced into an awakening. Some people actually, want to open up their chakras like on their own, and I don't understand that. But most of us are forced into it, by God. He gives us a little gentle kick in the ass just to say, hey, you need to wake up. Here is like the door to personal healing and happiness. Earlier in the reading, it's all about healing. This is right, once you heal, you're happy. And that's what this is. This is what the present energy is on both sides. DM and DF, there's healing and happiness to come. Overall energy is a man holding a coin. So the energy that I've been channeling, and I actually channeled this morning, and I'm kind of glad that it came up, is a lot of the DMs are, they're working, and they're trying, they're setting aside, some fund or some money or whatever, because a lot of these DMs that are in this particular energy or in this particular collective they're very proud, and they want to provide. They're the provider. So what they're holding this coin because they're working very hard, because when they come to you, they want to come to you with everything. They don't want to come to you kind of half-assed, and everything they do, they want to do. And a lot of these DMs that I'm channeling as well, that's their third party blockage right now, is they're working so hard, and they think that they need to provide for you. But, they have to realize that there has to be a balance, and that, it's not always about the money. It's not always about the work. It's always about the love. And love, in my opinion, conquers everything. So, sometimes this could be a blockage as well, but I'm not seeing it as a blockage. I just see that they're just working very hard right now. They've got their head down and they're just working. You know, they're just trying to build a life for, you know, the two of you. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you have a great day, and you know, feel free to like and subscribe. If you want a 3-card reading, just send me an email and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Okay, have a great day, folks. Bye.